Hi, welcome to Highwell's first live scanning webcast or podcast, whatever you want to call it. This is my first YouTube video where I'm going live. I will be showing you 200 nifty charts and will be scanning market for patterns and see what this pattern brings to us for trading. Okay, start करते हैं. So I'll just first open that window where you can see Nifty 200 chart. So I go to exchange, select Nifty 200, and then bam. So we will ignore the charts where we are not seeing any patterns. जहाँ पे कोई भी patterns नहीं है हम उसको ignore करेंगे चार्ट को and will move forward. जैसे यहाँ पे देख रहे हैं एक vertical move आ रही है ABB में monthly chart में. Now we will move to daily. Daily chart में देखें तो यहाँ पे एक rising wedge kind of formation बना था जिसमें से breakdown आया at around 4470 पे and now it is retesting. अभी यहाँ पे जब previous day का low break होता है then we have a trade. तब तक इसको ignore करना है. सो लेट्स सी यहाँ पे हमें दिख रहा है कि यहाँ पे कोई प्रीवियस डे का लो ब्रेक नहीं हुआ है. whenever the previous days low breaks we have a trade and we can go short on this. Okay, moving to next. यहाँ पे आप देख रहे हैं यहाँ पे ट्रेंड लाइन बना हुआ है पर फिलहाल कोई ट्रेड नहीं है. सिमिलरली यहाँ पे हम एक ट्रेंड लाइन ड्रॉ कर सकते हैं बट अभी कोई ट्रेड नहीं है. ओके, so what we are doing is we are quickly moving from the charts where जहाँ पे कोई पैटर्न नहीं बना हुआ है. ठीक है, अगर यहाँ पे देखेंगे when we look at this you see there is a move. राजधानी पावर में पॉजिटिव मूव आ सकता है. श्योरिटी नहीं है बिकॉज कोई कंफर्म पैटर्न नहीं है. वेलकम लैबोरेटरीज इज गोइंग अप वर्टिकल मूव में. अभी उसका हम RSI देखेंगे तो 95 RSI है. हियर यहाँ पे देखिए 95 RSI है. इट मीन्स स्टॉक काफी ओवरबॉट हो चुका है डेली चार्ट में. यार अपोलो हॉस्पिटल में एक पैटर्न बना हुआ है, कंसोलिडेशन चल रहा है यहाँ पे. आज वही सपोर्ट से क्लोजली देखिए तो ऑलमोस्ट वही सपोर्ट से वो रिवर्स हुआ है. जब तक ये लेवल ब्रीच नहीं होता है आज का लो तब तक ये स्टॉक ऐसे ही रहेगा रेंज बाउंड पॉजिटिव. बिलो 5140 विल से दैट द स्टॉक इज टर्निंग नेगेटिव नाउ. यहाँ पे एशियन पेंट्स में एक पॉसिबल ट्रेड हो सकता है. इफ यू सी अभी अर्ली चार्ट में यहाँ पे कंसोलिडेशन चल रहा है आफ्टर दिस मूव. Okay, we will call it a bearish flag. So when to trade this, simply we'll go here, draw support line. So now below 3370 or 3360 we have a trade to short Asian paints with a stop loss at 3420 and theoretical target of 3280 or 3260. अंडरस्टैंड इन बेरिश फ्लैग व्हाट हैपेंस इज जो भी प्रीवियस ट्रेंड होता है वो कंटिन्यू होता है. यहाँ पे प्रीवियस ट्रेंड क्या है, नेगेटिव है. सो दैट इज व्हाई इट विल हैव अ नेगेटिव ट्रेंड आफ्टर पैटर्न गेट्स द कंटिन्यूएशन ऑफ फ्रॉम द कंसोलिडेशन. ओके, लेट्स मूव फॉरवर्ड. नाउ आप एयू बैंक में देखें तो यहाँ पे डबल टॉप फॉर्मेशन बना हुआ है. ओके, but because on the early chart here stock was oversold as the RSI was only 3.66. now stock is range bound. It is spending some time as buyers and sellers both are skeptical in which direction this can go. So we will wait for this range to break on either side and then decide or see where stock is going. Aurobindo Pharma, okay, scan. Okay, now if you see Bajaj Finserv, there is a clear trend line that is emerging out here, right? So we'll draw this trend line here. Once this trend line is breached, we may have a negative trade. तब तक we do not see a trade here. Now similarly, if you see in the Bajaj holding, there is a clear trend line visible. Okay, तो ये यहाँ तक तो visible था, उसके बाद ये थोड़ा modify हो गया यहाँ तक, ठीक है. But what we'll do, we'll draw it here only. यहाँ से एक और trend line बन सकता है, but that is not the low, right? So we will not draw this trend line. सिंपल है, वी आर कनेक्टिंग लोज. तो यहाँ पे तो लो है नहीं, एक ट्रेंड लाइन यहाँ से भी बन सकता है, राइट. सो ये जो भी वर्टिकल मूव आ रहा है शॉर्ट टर्म, नाउ अगर इस 7350 के नीचे यहाँ पे एक शॉर्ट ट्रेड बनेगा कंफर्म. राइट नाउ स्टॉक इज मूविंग अप, इट्स पॉजिटिव. बजाज फाइनेंस में सिमिलरली देखिए तो एक वीकली चार्ट पे एक बड़ा सा सिमेट्रिकल ट्राइंगल टाइप ऑफ कंसोलिडेशन बना हुआ है, ठीक है. एक कंसोलिडेशन जो बना हुआ है यहाँ पे, similarly stock moved up very quickly and was constantly going up and up, so he got overbought. Now is spending time in this range. Once this range gets breakout, we can expect more upside. Anything below 7300 would be negative for Bajaj Finance, and we will consider it as failure from the breakout. सिमिलरली बालकृष्ण में भी एक राइज लाइन चार्ट पे अगर हम देखेंगे तो ये जो कंसोलिडेशन पैटर्न बन रहा है, दिस इज कॉल्ड राइजिंग ट्राइंगल. राइजिंग ट्राइंगल बन रहा है, ठीक है. सभी यहाँ पे देख रहे हैं, यहाँ पे ब्रेकआउट आया हुआ है, ये सक्सेस होगा नहीं होगा, that will depend. We have to see first क्या होता है. Okay, so let's see. Okay. भारत फौज में यहाँ पे ट्रेंड लाइन बना हुआ है, it is going up right now, but below this point around 850 the stock may get negative. Biocon similarly like AU Bank, Biocon में भी डबल टॉप फॉर्मेशन बना हुआ है. You see top 1, top 2 and this valley low was breached here, and now stock is bouncing as it got oversold on hourly chart. And here is, this is 255, this is where the resistance is. Now on the hourly chart, if you see, if previous hour's low is breached, we can see continuation or selling activity in the stock, which could put pressure on the price and it will go down. Okay. So again, when looking this chart of Bosch, can you see any pattern? What I see is a pattern over here, let's say a trend line. So we'll just connect the lows and see if this trend line is valid or not. Okay, see, this is a quite a larger trend. In the short term, let's say this is the trend, what we can do here. You can see here again, this could be a double top. Okay, and there is a small consolidation. If we look at here, this is where it makes sense, right? This is where a support is coming. So a support trend line is drawn here, and we can see that support right now is 18,864 Bosch. Now we have drawn one trend line VPCL over here. The another one which we can draw will cover this part and this trend, where you can see the stock is coming to this level, then bouncing again. Okay, so this clearly shows the trend of the stock. So where I'm not seeing anything, we will just skip it. Okay, because there should be a close proximity to the trade or the trend line that we are seeing right now. Unless if it is not there, well, there is no meaning in wasting our time over that chart. So if you look at here, we can see some downtrend movement over here. See, now here we may see just a short trade. Okay, on the daily chart below 4690, this stock may continue to go down, and there could be an intraday trade towards 4575. And if I look at these 2 points, this becomes my support at 4650. So there is a possibility that stock goes to 4650 to 4575 today. Right, let's move to next. Okay, let's look at closely. There was a range here at 9, between 980 to 930, 940 level, and which is breached, and Coromandel is pretty positive right now. This was the breakout zone around 985, 986. So in case it falls a little back to 1000 level, you can buy on reversal. And also one part is, आपने जो ट्रेंड लाइंस ड्रॉ किया हुआ है उसको डिलीट करना है. So we can see new trend. हमने ट्रेंड लाइन यहाँ पे ड्रॉ किया हुआ था, then it breached, it went down, now it has moved up. So now these 2 points connecting here, right? This makes more sense for a broader, or let's say in the longer to medium term. This is a support 510, 500, and this could be the resistance over here. Now understand, so when I'm connecting these points, we have seen that price reversed from this level. If price has not reversed and it is just um, just like this, if it is just going up continuing right now, then we cannot draw a line over here, right? Because price has not reversed from that particular point. So for us in Dabar, this is the range 590 to 510. The short term, let's see what happens below this point 560, or we can see prices goes down. Right now it is moving in the direction towards 590. Okay, Dalmia Bharat, there is one more stock. We are seeing a clear trend line on the line chart over here. Okay, I'll just make some correction. So what you are seeing on the closing chart, this was the trend which is breached right now. Then stock made an attempt to retest this breakdown level. Okay, now after the retesting, stock is again going down. However, to assume the trend is going to continue and we'll see further selling in the Dalmia Bharat, we need to see if the previous low is breached or not. Right now we are seeing the previous low is at 1907 and it is trading at 1940. So previous level is not breached, right? So let's say today it closes around 1940, 1920 and tomorrow it breaches that level. We will go and sell this stock. Okay, there could be a potential target. Now let's say what is the potential target for this trend. So for that, what there is one method that I'll tell you is draw a retracement level. Okay, now understand this is an hypothetical method and not a short method. So we will just look at this. So if you see the 35% retracement level is coming at 1880 and then 50% retracement level is coming at 1754. So 1754 should be your target, 1800. Now let's understand the percentage term. Okay, if you see this range anywhere, let's say from this to this, what is the percentage move, right? So to check the percentage move, where the next support is, in my opinion the next support comes around here at 1700, right? And before that you see price reversed here, right, after here. So 1830, 1700 becomes your target for this trade. Moving on to next, let's see if there is a Deepak Nipet. Right now we are not seeing any trend in here. Stock is sideways. Okay, let's see. So this is, if this level is breached, then we may see some potential downside. In the short term, there was a hell of selling here, and now it's a consolidation. So we will have to wait till this consolidation over pattern is over for trend to resume in any direction. Likely in the short term it is looking negative, and below 1980 we may see further selling in the stock. That will also depend on the where market is heading, right? So I hope you are liking what I'm speaking and able to understand. You can, just send me your feedback later on or in the chat box here. I'm very new to this YouTube live streaming, but I definitely know when I'm telling you about some patterns and talking about charts. So that is my core. Talking to people and going live is not my cup of tea right now. We'll make sure we'll improve on that. Let's come back to the topic and of the charts. So here, if you see, in this clear fashion, stock is going up, right? It is hazy when we look at the candles, but in the line chart, things makes very clear that there is a consolidation, or it is like a rising wedge formation. There is a very less different in rising wedge and rising channel. In channel, the lines are parallel. The support and the resistance both are parallel. In the rising wedge formation, that is not the case. Like similarly, this line is going like that. The support line, while the resistance line is coming like this. So just look at this in the line. We can also see draw line over here, and you can see and here like this. see what is happening. Yeah, there will be some patterns. DV's lab right now it is going up on the weekly chart. I guess right now it is positive. We will have to wait and watch for any further trend to emerge in this stock. And right now, I would not suggest to trade in this stock as it is difficult to look at the trend. Okay, see what you can see here. So if you see it here, there is a spot. Now, why we are not drawing a trend line over here? Haven't you asked? Because to draw a trend line, we have to have certain angle at least, or let's say below 60 degree. Right now we see that this trend is clearly vertical, right? And therefore there is no trend. So when there is, sorry, there is a vertical uptrend, not trend. In the vertical uptrend, we look at the patterns. So here a consolidation pattern will form, which will later on then the direction, in whatever direction the breakout happens, will see chart moving. Okay, let's quickly move. Again in the Isomotor, bearish trade. Rising upside in 40s. Okay, not trading here. Okay, the Godrej consumer. Okay, I have drawn this trend line earlier, connecting these two support points, and it has breached. Now, more importantly, if you see these lines, one is the 10-day moving average, another is 50-day moving average, which are clearly now converging negative. Also, on the hourly chart here, there is a trend, the negative or downside movement, and there is a consolidation over here, which is forming a bearish flag kind of pattern. So I would suggest, and previous day's low is breached. So this is the trend that we can do right now. 1045 should be the stop loss, and theoretical target should be around, let's say, what was the move over here, 1080, 1040. So yes, 990 should be 1000 or 990 should be a theoretical target for the trade, and that is where the support is also here. Okay, the next trend line support is around 950 levels when we look at this level. Okay, so moving on. So until unless there is no definitive pattern, we have been talking a lot, and there are so many stocks left. So we'll just quickly move on and look at the patterns. So here in the Hero Motor, there could be, okay, there is a flag kind of formation that is happening here. So let's wait and watch. Nothing to see here right now. HUL, we have given this short few days back around this level, and from that point stock is down around 2.5–3%. Okay, in this particular chart over here, you can see vertical movement in Indian Bank. Now in the longer range, what we are seeing here is a rising channel, or this is a rising wedge kind of formation when we look at the log chart. So for now, there is nothing much to trade over here. Yes, if this line is breached, we may have a short-term trade towards 1325. Yes, Infosys made the burst, so let's talk about it. Yeah, it fell 8.5% in single day, and contrary to that, some broking house gave a buy recommendation for 1450 for the target of 1470, and what we are seeing here is, and then very next day stock fell by 5%, sorry 8.5%, and it's been how many days, 1 2 3 4 days, and stock has not recovered much, which suggests a strong negative trend that is emerging out. On the weekly chart, if you see, stock was range bound, then it breached, it went up, and then again quickly fell. On the line chart, we can clearly see the trend is negative. Breaching below this level of 1300 would mean further downside in the stock. So that is the level where what you should watch out for. Coming back to the charts, let's see. तो चार्ट्स एक्चुअली सिंपल है, जो पैटर्न्स है वो आपको दिखेगा, ज्यादा मेहनत करने की जरूरत नहीं है. यू हैव टू जस्ट प्रैक्टिस इट. थोड़ा प्रैक्टिस करोगे रोज, look, start looking at NSE 200 charts and then moving to NSE 500 charts. That is what my mentor taught me. Okay, and I'm teaching you guys right now. पैटर्न स्कैन करने के लिए ज्यादा मेहनत नहीं है, जस्ट क्लियर योर फंडामेंटल्स of the trend lines, and you are good to go, and then slowly you will learn about the behavior and patterns behind the chart. So you will see, so जहाँ पे पैटर्न नहीं है, देखो अब यहाँ पे क्लियर कट पैटर्न या सपोर्ट बना हुआ है. ओके, तो ये ऐसे बनेगा नहीं. What you do? Okay, तो 4790 47950 के आसपास है. अभी ये लेवल ब्रिज होने पर व्हाट कैन हैपन इज, we'll see a formation of